Joe Rogan's thoughts on the potential showdown between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor offer a brutally honest and incisive analysis of both fighters, each with their unique histories and personas. As the outspoken UFC commentator and podcaster, Rogan did not hold back in expressing his views, making it clear that this clash is far more than just a spectacle. It's a reflection of each fighter's trajectory in the combat sports world. Rogan begins by addressing Jake Paul's often controversial reputation. To many, he is merely a YouTuber who took up boxing as a gimmick. Yet, Paul's continued success in the ring against notable opponents like Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, and Anderson Silva, albeit all past their prime, has granted him a somewhat legitimate standing in combat sports. Rogan is candid in his assessment, acknowledging that while Paul may not yet be facing top-tier competition, he has undeniably made a mark. Jake Paul has been training seriously, sparring with professional boxers and working with high-profile trainers like Canelo Alvarez and Ryan Garcia. Rogan argues that if Jake weren't known for his YouTube fame, the perception of him would be vastly different. Instead of being dismissed, he would be recognized as a rising talent in boxing. However, Rogan adds a caveat. While Jake's victories are impressive, they've come against older, less relevant fighters. Despite this, he insists that Jake's progress should not be overlooked, as he possesses legitimate knockout power and is committed to improving his craft. Transitioning to Conor McGregor, Rogan paints a stark contrast. Once an unstoppable force in the UFC, McGregor now grapples with a myriad of personal and professional issues. Rogan highlights McGregor's meteoric rise to fame, marked by his iconic knockout of Jose Aldo in just 13 seconds. However, this rise has been followed by a steep decline, driven not by a lack of skill, but by the destructive behaviors that often accompany fame. McGregor indulged in a lavish lifestyle that led to partying, legal troubles, and failed ventures, all of which took a toll on his career. Rogan does not hold back when discussing McGregor's decline. He attributes it to the fighter's inability to maintain focus amid overwhelming fame and fortune. An infamous incident in 2018, where McGregor threw a metal dolly through a bus window carrying UFC rivals, exemplifies the chaos that has surrounded him. This behavior not only tarnished his image but also showcased a troubling lack of discipline. Despite still appearing physically capable, McGregor's mental focus has waned, replaced by distractions like legal battles and constant partying. The injuries he has sustained, including a severe leg injury in 2021, have further complicated his ability to return to form. Rogan argues that McGregor's peak may well be behind him. While he retains physical ability, the fire that once drove him is now diminished. In contrast, Jake Paul has embraced the grind, shedding the label of a mere YouTuber. Rogan acknowledges Paul's serious commitment to boxing, noting that he is no longer just playing at the sport but is dedicated to honing his skills and fight IQ. This hard work has earned him a level of respect in the combat sports community, and Rogan warns that underestimating Jake Paul would be a mistake. Meanwhile, McGregor's focus has shifted from training to navigating the chaos in his personal life. Rogan points out that while McGregor can still train and look good for social media, that does not guarantee success in the ring. His once unshakable mental fortitude has eroded, and his legacy is now more informed by controversies than by his peak performances. Despite the chaos, Rogan acknowledges McGregor's striking ability and charisma, which made him one of the most exciting fighters in the sport. However, those days seem far removed, and McGregor now stands as a cautionary tale of what happens when success is not tempered by discipline. Rogan concludes with a stark reminder. If McGregor and Paul were to face off in the ring, it wouldn't be a foregone conclusion. Jake has been putting in the work, while McGregor's skills, although still impressive, are overshadowed by his myriad of distractions. Rogan's perspective serves as a reality check for both fighters. Jake must recognize the seriousness of boxing, and McGregor must confront the reality that he is no longer the unstoppable force he once was. In the end, Joe Rogan's analysis transcends mere predictions about who would win in the ring. It's about the realities each fighter faces and their respective journeys. Jake Paul is carving out a legitimate career in boxing through hard work and dedication, while McGregor grapples with the consequences of his past. Whether McGregor can return to his former glory remains uncertain, but Rogan's insights make it clear that the fight between Paul and McGregor may be much more competitive than many envision.